Listen, I grew up in a small town too.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got a WCBL matchup for you tonight with the High Flyers taking on the Attack from Sac.
Well, you know I'm excited for this one. It's a classic NorCal versus SoCal showdown. The Attack from Sac, obviously out of Sacramento, my hometown, and the High Flyers are here in LA.
And the stars for the team tonight, it's Mills leading the way for the High Flyers with the newcomer MP. And Drexel Carrington is the big name for the Attack from Sac.
And both of these players are viewed as blue-chip prospects, some of the best in the region. I'm sure there are plenty of scouts on hand waiting to see how they fare against similarly ranked talent. I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from Sac, Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. Looking at the High Flyers, it's Devontae Mills at the 1, then Jason Brock and MP at the 2 and 3. Down low, we got a tandem of Ben Gov and Liam Callahan. Stolen by Callahan. It's MP on wing. He's covered by Carrington. And that one's good. It's Diaz. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington. But they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Carrington outside. Lund. Martinez, covered by Brock, with 4 to shoot. And again, the Attack from Sac, no good. Here's the High Flyers. Stolen by Pagan. Will it go? Count the basket, and he makes his first shot of the game.
What are they doing? You can't afford to be lax guarding Pagan, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity, mostly, I'd say.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Outside Carrington. And they get it again. Lund. He's now 1 of 2 with that bucket.
Making the save. Lund was right place, right time where his squad needed him to be to win the second chance look.
Outside Diaz. To the inside. Here's Callahan. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
24. That's what it's all about in this game. Making a play for your teammate.
Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes...
Look out! Oh, boy!
No way! 15. And this sort of awesome dunk is just one of the many reasons this team is in charge. Of this game right now.
There's a swagger out here on the court that they just possess, and they're not afraid to show it either.
Hey, man, sometimes with the trampoline, but I used to love going up and jamming it like that.
Lunge. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
You thought you knew his game? Nope. Ivory Lund scores inside, but it's also someone you don't want to leave open on the outside either.
Diaz, guarded by Carrington. Tries it from 16. And the high flyers tack on 2 more.
Plain and simple, they're shooting the ball much better than the opposition right now.
Yeah, their offense just looks smoother, getting whatever shot that they want out there. A depth move by Drexel Carrington, using the tools he's been working on to score inside with...
And the attack from Sack, call time here.
Substitution for high flyers. Timeout.
Outside Pagan. Carrington outside. Lund with the pick. Now Carrington inside. Diaz covering. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Sack trailing here, and it's Diaz with the foul. That's his first foul.
And they're 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yeah, they're really going to have to be cautious from now on. The next one puts them on the line.
Outside, Lund. Kicks it to Pagan. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lund. And that'll tie this game up.
So dangerous. Can't let Pagan get a look like that so close to the hoop.
Right side, it's Diaz. Sack with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
On offense, here's Sack. The triple from Martinez. Doesn't find the basket there. It's his 3rd miss. He's only made 1 so far. Diaz attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Personal foul.
And the first one drops. And Sack making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so here it's Sack, trailing by 2. On the wing, Carrington. Launches it. Diaz grabs the miss. Now the high flyers with it. Off with the layup. Martinez outside. Pagan covered by Mills. Pass to Lund. 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. Diaz grabs the miss.
Completely unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. Could have been an easy jumper.
The screen by Gov. To the paint. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
I like the aggressiveness there from Gov near the bucket.
Carrington with it. And he's got 6 points for him. Looking to get back on track. Misses at the rim. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. High Flyers leading this one up by 4. And we'll return right after this break. Welcome back, everybody. The High Flyers and the attack from Sac gearing up for the second half action in West Coast Basketball League. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Outside Mills. Diaz. The 19-foot shot. And it's rebounded by Martinez. And it's Sack's ball. 2-point game. Kicks it to Pagan. Carrington outside. And he hits it to tie the game up.
The road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they managed to trek all the way back and tie this one up.
And I'll admit it, at one point, I thought they were buttered toast. They've shown some serious character to battle this far back.
Outside Pagan. On the wing, Carrington. Back to Lund. And Lund slams it in.
With authority, Lund just hammering down the slam.
Outside Diaz. Shot from the wing.
Listen, I grew up in a small town too.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got a WCBL matchup for you tonight with the High Flyers taking on the Attack from Sac.
Well, you know I'm excited for this one. It's a classic NorCal versus SoCal showdown. The Attack from Sac, obviously out of Sacramento, my hometown, and the High Flyers are here in LA.
And the stars for the team tonight, it's Mills leading the way for the High Flyers with a newcomer MP. And Drexel Carrington is the big name for the Attack from Sac.
And both of these players are viewed as blue chip prospects, some of the best in the region. I'm sure there are plenty of scouts on hand waiting to see how they fare against similarly ranked talent. I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from Sac, Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. Looking at the High Flyers, it's Devontae Mills at the 1, then Jason Brock and MP at the 2 and 3. Down low, we got a tandem of Ben Gov and Liam Callahan. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington, but they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Martinez outside. To the paint. One. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And Diaz. Soft touch off the glass and in.
Well, that's simply a great move there. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Diaz with the steal. All alone. And it's finished off by MP.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Hey, I know there were a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. That's clear.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity. Mostly, we'd say.
Now Carrington. Inside. One. And it's blocked by Gove.
You can see Gov tracking that shot through every frame. Nice anticipation, a great block.
Number 15.
And here's Pagan. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Carrington. To the middle. Lund, that's good. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Right side, Lund. Outside Carrington. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it down from distance.
I mean, this is why you got to be right up on Carrington, even when he doesn't have the ball yet.
It's MP, high post. From past the arc. Lund with the rebound.
I got to learn these jump shots, man. That's why I'm doing that.
Here's Pagan. Can't cash in from the high post.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is just one of the many reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
There's a swagger out here on the court that they just possess, and they're not afraid to show it either.
Hey, man, sometimes with the trampoline, but I used to love going up and jamming it like that.
And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Now Pagan. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Down low. Lund. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for...
Substitution for the attack from Seth. Substitution for high flyers.
Outside Diaz. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The attack from Sack leading. Over to the wing. Right side, Pagan. Martinez, covered by Mills. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, the attack from Sack, no good. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Carrington for 3. Gove with the rebound. A chance for a 2-for-1 if they want it.
And if I'm them, I'd try for that.
And here's Diaz from the arc. Add another field goal to his total, shooting 50%.
I had to speed that jump shot up.
And hey, whatever works. He found himself in a good position to score, and he does just that.
And it's Diaz with the foul.
2-2-2.
That is his
2-2-2.
first foul of the game. To the left wing. Beyond the arc. Hauled in by high flyers. Gets it off. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half of play. High Flyers lead this one. They're up by 2. And more basketball to come after this short break. Welcome back, everybody. The High Flyers and the attack from Sac gearing up for the second half action in West Coast Basketball League. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
5-on-3 break. Mills. That falls. What a feed that time from
Look at
Diaz.
his jump shot.
For a guy like Devontae Mills, we know he can run an offense. We see it. He can distribute the rock at such a high level. So whenever he's making threes, that really would raise his stock if he can do it consistently.
Pagan with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Carrington. Pure from three-point range.
This offense is at its best when Carrington is shooting the three with confidence.
The High Flyers leading. It's MP on wing. He's covered by Carrington. And that one's good. It's Diaz. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
And Diaz slams it home.
Perfect feed. You can just see the connection they have on the court.
Pass to Lund. Up top, Lund. Outside, Pagan. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. Lund misses.
He turned that high percentage shot into a low one by using the fadeaway.
And that one's good. It's Diaz.
How can you stop that with a crossover that quick, that lightning quick? A defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of him.
Now here's Lund. Up top, Lund. Shot over Callahan. And the shot falls short that time. Now the High Flyers with it. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Nice step back to get it off.
Hey, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home.
They just can't get anything going offensively.
And you can see the frustration mounted. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
Diaz off the mark. To the inside. Shot's good by Carrington. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K U250.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Outside Diaz. The High Flyers with another miss. Doing some prospect watch here. MP and Carrington both holding their own.
Well, you knew that coming into this one, MP and Carrington would each be critical for their teams to win. And thus far, they have not disappointed. And I bet they ramp it up even further down the stretch.
Now here's Diaz. He's got 24.
The fact that they made me miss that is insane, bro. Small as this guy is, bro.
Martinez outside. Kicks it to Pagan. Cunningham, defended now by Callahan. Outside Pagan. Martinez up top. 5 points in the game. The attack from Sac Trail. And it's Diaz with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Mecca. Pass to Hilton. Here's Carrington. Diaz covering. Unloads from 13 feet.
Oh, boy, I'd settle for having as many points in a game as he has rebounds.
We are witnessing something special here today.
Shoots. And the rebound hauled in by Carrington. And it's Sack's ball. They trail by 6. Pass to Mecca. Let's go with the 3. Hauled in by Casey.
I don't think there's a person in the building who thought he was going to miss that.
Yeah, he had a wide open look. Wonder if he had maybe a little too much time.
Now here's Diaz. Clock at 6. And it's finished off by MP.
And this sort of awesome dunk is just one of the many reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
There's a swagger out here on the court that they just possess, and they're not afraid to show it either.
Hey, man, sometimes with the trampoline, but I used to love going up and jamming it like that.
And again, the attack from Sack, no good. The rebound by Olsen. Cunningham makes it off the glass.
That's a good pass. Right where he needed it to execute and finish.
And the High Flyers call time here. And the High Flyers making a change here. Here's Mills. Diaz. Fades away. Lund with the rebound. And it's Sack with the ball. 6-point game. Kicks it out to Carrington. The three-pointer, no good. Diaz with it. Now Carrington defends. And that one's good. It's Diaz.
It's a one-man show, and the fans are glad they have tickets. Looks like he's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Carrington outside. The three-pointer is off the mark. MP inside. He's covered by Carrington. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up. The first one falls.
At the line for the High Flyers.
And that's good as he hits both that time. Now Carrington. Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
Hauled in by High Flyers.
I don't know if he just ran out of gas or what, but he's been awful ever since the second half started.
Diaz.
Basket.
Did you see what I just saw? That move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection. He had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with a flurry. Gotta love it.
Martinez outside. And again, the attack from Sack, no good. And it's High Flyers with the ball. The 12-point lead is their biggest of the game. And here's Pagan. Martinez outside. Lund. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Hey, look, it's inexcusable to not box out Lund. You deserve to get burned when you allow him free. Here
I'm low-key trying to get an ankle breaker.
That dude just got posterized.
That was brilliant.
Trying to put this one out of reach. They will not let up.
That's the focus they've brought here tonight. They've been the team that just wanted it more. Hey, defense, nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. He just can't seem to dial it up this half.
Outside Diaz. With the fadeaway. Lund with the rebound. On offense, here's Sack. Down by 12. And it's Carrington off the drive. And that one, good.
When I watch him, I think Carrington, he's got that ideal wing size. It makes him tough to stop on the bounce. He's very versatile.
And here's Diaz from the arc. Pass to Mills. Here's Diaz. Fires for three. And he's off on that one. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of...
I'll catch up in a second, all right?
How did I only get 2 stars, bro? How did I only get 2 stars, bro? Come on, man.
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Loon Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role,
That's crazy.
and the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. Looking at the High Flyers, it's Devontae Mills at the 1, then Jason Brock and MP at the 2 and 3. Down low, we got a tandem of Ben Gov and Liam Callahan. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them. So at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision.
I forgot to change my free throw again.
Animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he...
My bad. I got to change my free throw. I got to change my free throw, man.
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Loon Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role, and the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. Looking at the High Flyers, it's Devontae Mills at the 1, then Jason Brock and MP at the 2 and 3. Down low, we got a tandem of Ben Gov and Liam Callahan. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't
Bro,
play for
how
both
did
of them.
I miss
So at the end
that,
of the day,
bro?
He had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
Diaz off the mark. And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient
That's the same
focused
move.
players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Now here's Diaz. Over Mills. Union Elite again can't hit it. Outside Diaz. Gets it to go from long range.
They were looking for him on that possession. Beyond the arc, find some space.
Now Mitchell. Diaz up top. Brunei Diaz can't get that one to fall.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
And that one's good. It's Diaz.
Jumping at it with a significant lead already.
Just dominating on both ends. Let's see if their opponent can mount any type of resistance.
And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his... Look out! Oh, boy!
No way.
15.
Their offense has been firing on all cylinders since the opening tip.
Yeah, the D already scrambling to make adjustments before this game gets out of hand.
And here's Harris for three. Diaz grabs the miss. The tray. Count that one, shooting a scorching 7 of 8 on the night.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
Diaz with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Union Elite again can't hit it. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like
Man,
this,
I might score 100
tensions
points
can
on
run
this, man.
high,
I ain't gonna lie.
especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
Diaz, and Harris draws the double. That one's off. Outside Diaz. And the high flyer is another triple.
Oh my God. Boy, what the fuck? Huh? Huh? Huh?
And what a great play. Totally schooled the defender. Right back on his heels on that one.
Pass now to Harris. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. The three. Harris comes down with the board.
And even if it didn't fall, you're more than okay with him trying the three in that occasion.
Now here's Diaz. Back to Bird. Over goes. The shot from Bird, no good. And Diaz. And Diaz slams it home.
Number 15.
Putting some extra spice on that one.
He had the airtime to do whatever he wanted.
With that, the power to make sure the whole place felt it.
And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Shooting it so efficiently right now. He's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half.
And time called here, Union Elite.
Substitution for high flyers.
And Union Elite has possession. Kicks it to Walker. And here's Pagan. To end the run. The high flyers grab the miss.
There's no rhythm or flow in their offense right now.
While on the flip side, their opposition is on fire. Got to stop this run somehow.
Perfect touch on that shot. with the rainbow arc right to the hoop.
And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
And that one's good. It's Diaz.
Plain and simple, they're shooting the ball much better than the opposition right now.
Yeah, their offense just looks smoother, getting whatever shot that they want out there.
Here's Pagan. Clock at 6. Back to Kolish. Union Elite again can't hit it.
That's a break for the D. He's not the guy to leave open out there on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's a breakdown, plain and simple. But they got away
That
with it.
snatchback is deadly, bro.
First team foul. At the line for the High Flyers.
And he can't get the first one.
Gotta take my meter off now.
For 2.
And he
Gotta
sets
take
the
that meter
second.
off.
And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
And Diaz.
Ridiculous! Who's gonna do that to him like that? What?
What kind of confidence do you have to even try something like that?
That takes a lot of guts, and he's got them.
So true, and even more than just guts, he's got the skills to go along and execute all that.
Kolish misses, and the dry spell continues. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Second team foul.
Brandon Harris picking this one up.
At the line for the High Flyers.
And so he makes both at the line that time. And so Union Elite has it here. They really need to make an adjustment here.
Agreed. Nothing is working for them offensively. Time for a change.
Now Mitchell, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Union Elite again can't hit it. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are that
I did not mean to do that. I was trying to Euro.
down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues
2
overseas.
minutes remaining.
The fact is, not everyone's going to make it. But those who do will know each other from their experience here.
And it's Diaz with the foul. That is his first
Lost my
foul
takeover
of the
because of that.
game. Three-pointer Bird. And it's Brock with the rebound. The High Flyers dictating the flow. Diaz with it. Guarded now by Diaz. No good there. The kick out to Bird. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
And Bird knows he's got to drain the shot. When he's hitting from there, everything else seems to open up for him too.
On the wing, it's MP. Defended by Harris. And Diaz slams it home.
Dynamic two-handed jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Oh, that is some tough, gritty finishing.
Harris outside. Over Diaz. Harris shot is off.
He's having a tough quarter offensively.
Despite that, he remains aggressively looking for his shot.
Outside Diaz. He gets it in there.
If they think
Niggas are
that
fucking
kind of
bait.
defense is going to get it done against him, they are sorely mistaken.
Mitchell with it. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. Bird outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Harris. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
And Diaz got it off in time, but it's no good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. High Flyers leading this one, running away with it, and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
And here's Diaz from the arc. Great D that time from Devontae Mills. Outside Diaz. Can't connect from short range.
Bro, come on, bro.
Now, here's Diaz. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Bird, he's covered by Gov. The shot from Bird, no good. Here's the high flyers. And Diaz. And he's got 41. An easy 2 points on the layup.
An absolutely great job on the screen. He removes the defender completely out of the equation.
Pass to Harris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming.
You can see how advanced Harris's footwork is. Great understanding of how to get in position to draw fouls.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Guys, there's so many things to like about Harris. The biggest attribute might be his ability to guard multiple positions, and he can score like a machine.
That's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points as well.
He deserves them. No simple finish there with the high-altitude windmill slam.
Nah, it's like their back read and social studies primary sources. That's making a statement right there.
MP inside. He's covered by Harris. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
His game is all about speed. You saw there how fast he can shake loose for an easy 2.
Kicks it to Mitchell. To the inside. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. And Diaz, what an incredible slam!
Taking it home.
15.
Whoa, that was crazy to even attempt.
He didn't just try it, he pulled it off. That was awesome.
Come on, that's a high school kid? That's not fair, no way.
Mitchell outside. Harris sets the pick. From up top, Mitchell's shot is off.
I guess he thought he could beat some very tight defensive coverage right there.
They get it back.
I think he took me out of my whole animation.
Well, it's tough to try to keep the gigantic Callahan off the glass at all. Sometimes he's just going to overpower you.
They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Mitchell. It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days. And Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role.
Pass to Diaz. Back to Mitchell. Bird outside. Mitchell. Bird on the wing. Shoots a 3. And Callahan pulls it down. And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
And the High Flyers decide to go with a different look out there. Outside Diaz. Bird outside. Union Elite again can't hit it. Now here's Diaz. Bird defending. Good work there as it goes.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Here's Mitchell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Diaz. Bird on the wing. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
Great rise and dive. He changed gears in midair to make that delivery.
And here's Diaz from the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
There's no way a player like him can be left wide open like that.
Mitchell outside. Shoots over O'Neal. Mitchell's shot is off.
Just can't buy a basket, trying to get back on track somehow.
Or he could pass the ball more. I mean, that's a thought. It's a one-man show, and the fans are glad they have tickets. Looks like he's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
And it's Diaz with the foul. That's his third foul. Teams will make a substitution.
Why did they sub me out?
And time called here. Union Elite.
Timeout on the court.
Outside Diaz. Goes up on the wing. Mitchell brings down the board. And Union Elite has possession. Robert. Pass to Diaz. For three, it's Mitchell. And it's Diaz with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Outside Diaz. And it's blocked by Harris.
Hey, this is the authoritative defense you want to see from Harris. Stopping the shot cold with a confident swat.
And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. On the wing, it's MP. Bird defending. Diaz off the mark. They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting farther and farther away. They need to get something going.
And that one's good.
Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
Outside Diaz. And Diaz slams it home.
Yeah, you know what? The dunk's nice, but the screen is the real star of the show here.
And those are the fundamentals coaches love.
Great call, Drake. It's good to see the pick pay off and put the fun back in fundamentals.
Mitchell outside. 6 to shoot. Puts up a three. The high flyers grab the miss. Diaz attacking, and it's Bird with the board. Mitchell outside.
Who's watching him? You got him.
Bird outside. The three-pointer is off the mark. About 7 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Diaz slams it home.
Making the D look absolutely foolish. That was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Now Mitchell. And he's going for the alley-oop. Harris shot is off.
You've really got to be in sync with your teammate on the lob.
Yeah, Drake, like me and you. It wasn't the case there. Back to the drawing board on that play.
So it's the hype.
Man, that move I did, like... If you could pull that off, that would
ready, MP?
Good evening and welcome to this 2K
I'm just trying to get drafted. Just trying to get drafted.
Showcase.
Before I leave, I'm gonna have to leave and go
and Drake Hugo.
I'm gonna have to leave, y'all. About around 11:30,
representing the best club basketball players from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League.
And if you've seen these kids play before, you know exactly how talented they are. We're watching the future of basketball on the court today.
Oh my God.
When it comes to the top talent, Drake, names like Ice McCall and MP jump right out at you.
Those two are some of the more well-known names on the list, but you can look up and down these rosters right here. Any of these kids could be stars. The EYBL is the consensus top league, but there is talent on both of these rosters.
Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Star squad, it starts with Joey Johnson getting the nod at the point guard. Jonathan Lax, his partner in the backcourt. Ice McCall will get a lot of attention out there on the wing. And finally, Robinson and Pachumsky give them a potent combo in the post. For the West Coast All-Stars, their starting five begins with Devontae Mills at point. Jaden Moore is the 2. MP gets the nod at small forward. Brandon Harris is the power forward, and it's Miles Thunderstone at the pivot. Lack for 3. Rebound goes to the WCBL. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall, currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
And Diaz! He's now 1 of 2 with that bucket.
With his phenomenal speed, those kind of wide open buckets can come in bunches for him.
Outside, Lack. Kicks it to Johnson. McCall. Pachumsky with the screen. And that's good.
All right, now, big man, you need to step out on them screens now.
So quick, so effective, and a nuisance from distance. Tyson McCall is an elite shooter already, and he's only getting better.
Now here's Diaz. A nice shot from Harris. And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Here's Lack. Kicks it to Johnson. It's McCall, high post. Shot clock at 6. Johnson. The three-pointer is off the mark. Outside Diaz. Out of bounds. That goes to the EYBL All-Stars.
Substitution for West All-Stars, Johnny Chu. Drexel County.
EYBL All-Stars trail. Now McCall. And he's got 6 points for him. Pass to Lack. Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen. You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Outside Diaz. And Diaz slams it home.
Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's McCall. And here's Lack for 3. Can't hit that one. Now here's Diaz. Harris, right side. The tray. That's good. His 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And I'm starting to see the momentum clearly swing in their favor.
They're taking control, no doubt, and they want that lead to continue going up.
Now here's Pachumsky. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And even 3-on-3 break. And Diaz slams it home.
jumping at it with a significant lead already.
Just dominating on both ends. Let's see if their opponent can mount any type of resistance.
And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Now here's Dermanenko. Tries to snap the cold streak.
I like his jump shot. He got a nice jumper.
He's shouldering the offense here, and his team knows it can count on him to produce.
The West with the lead. It's MP, high post. He's got 11.
I got to change that dribble
Rebound
shot.
by Luan. Pass to Dermanenko. This one for three. And again, it's the EYBL from deep.
The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result, he buries it.
Here's Schrader, and you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players. This has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes, 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Now here's Cologne. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Diaz with it. And Diaz slams it home.
Check out the moves in the post and the sweet finish to go along with it.
Sublime work around the bucket.
The defense looked like they were miming because he left his man just grabbing in air. That was something else.
Here's Cologne. Aslanoglu outside. With just 5 to shoot. Shoots the three. Cologne can't hit. The WCBL on offense. Diaz with it. Dermanenko picks him up. And that one's good. It's Diaz.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
How is this not
Cologne on the
steals?
Carrington with the steal. And here we go. And Diaz. And Diaz slams it home.
As we see more of Carrington, expect his playmaking to get better with experience.
Dermanenko with it. MP's there. The numbers in their favor. And that one's good too. He's only missed 3 of 13 shot attempts.
The defense just let him go.
And he'll thank him for that. Got a chance to perform a little razzle and dazzle.
Timeout called by the EYBL. Both teams will make a substitution.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Returns it to McCall. And it's Diaz with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And now for Chumsey. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Back to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining.
That's good. And so McCall picks up the assist.
You see the chemistry between teammates on the assist. Totally in sync.
On the wing, it's MP. Defended by McCall. Kicks it out to Mills. Back to Diaz. Screen by Stone. With 4 to shoot. And it's finished off by MP.
Number 15.
He's got to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. It's showtime.
And why not? The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Now here's McCall. He's got 6. Johnson. Here's Perchumsey. And Stone with the rejection.
Well, when you challenge Stone like this, he'll make you think twice next time. Excellent block.
Eric Benish.
McCall up and in on the layup.
The moment he's free of his defender, he's headed to the hoop. That's a textbook use of the play.
MP on the wing, defended by McCall. That one goes.
This is nuts. They can't miss. It's so rare to see a team operate like this.
I can't remember the last time that they did miss. Insane display.
Now here's Lack. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. With the step back. And it's blocked by Harris.
Yeah, this is the authoritative defense you want to see from Harris. Stopping the shot cold with a confident swat.
And the West All-Stars making a change here. Just 5 on the clock. McCall's shot off the mark. Just 1 second between the shot clock and the game clock. Rebounded by Perchumsey. McCall outside. Pass to Lack. Johnson covered by Mills. Back to Lack. Lets it go from deep. And so that brings the first half to a close. The West All-Stars out in front, up by 15. And time for a break. The action resumes right after this. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Stone! That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
And you can't afford to go under those screens.
Yep, he will make you pay. That's a lock and trail situation all the way.
Pass to Lack. Launches it. Rebound goes to the WCBL. The crossover. And Diaz lays it in.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Now Johnson. And it's McCall finishing it off.
One of the top 20 prospects on display in this game. An impressive dunker from his height. Ice getting up above the rim.
Now here's Diaz. Fades and shoots. McCall grabs the miss. Here's the EYBL All-Stars with the ball. Trailing by 17. Lack. No good on the triple. Outside Diaz. And Diaz slams it home.
He scored most of the points out there by himself. His offense is a big part of the recipe for team success.
They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Robinson, defended by Harris. Robinson's shot is off.
I don't think anyone expected him to miss that.
It was a quality look. He's a strong shooter.
Oh my, I will not be forgetting that play anytime soon.
Neither will I. That was awesome.
If we asked right now, could they stop the game? We just do a quick dunk contest? This is unreal.
Now here's McCall. 10 points for him. Here's the three. The UIBL, no good that time either. Pass to Diaz. Now here's Harris, defended by Robinson. Clock at 6. Outside Diaz. Misses the step-back jump shot.
I gotta learn that shot.
Completely unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. Could have been an easy jumper.
Lack knocks it down.
What a burst from Lack on the drive, allowing him to get in there quick.
Come to me, come to me.
MP on the wing, defended by McCall. Outside Diaz. And it's finished off by MP.
That's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points as well.
He deserves them. No simple finish there with the high-altitude windmill slam.
Nah, it's like they're back reading social studies primary sources. That's making a statement right there.
Now a timeout called by EYBL.
Leftos,
2 on a glue. Brian Cologne.
Now here's Prachumsky. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the show. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class. And you can't ask for a better look. It was almost too open for him that time around.
And Diaz! And he drops it in from the low post.
That's what I call a captivating move. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Right wing. Back to Johnson. Cologne. From 7 feet. And he comes up with the deuce.
Hey, finding a way. Cologne doing what he does in close.
The WCBL calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here.
Tim Schroeder. Grant Combo. Ice.
West with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Vlad Dermanenko.
Diaz, he's guarded by Dermanenko. Vlad Dermanenko with the defensive effort. And here's the EYBL. A 17-point game. Cologne can't hit. Outside Diaz. And that one's good.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
They just can't get anything
Now,
going
see if I can get some ankle breakers.
And you can see the frustration mounting. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
Now here's McCall. Diaz with the steal. Fast break, here they come. And Diaz slams it home.
How is that for a quick possession?
Yep, no hesitation taking that one to the bucket anytime right there.
Outside, Robinson. Pass to Cologne. Dermanenko.
That nigga name is Cologne.
Milestone, what a defensive effort there. Outside Diaz.
Bro, I did not mean to do
Robinson
that.
pulls it down. McCall. Diaz covering. Pass to Leftos. Dermanenko. Shot clock at 5. McCall, no good.
He can do that, just couldn't connect this time.
Too much daylight for a shooter of his caliber.
2 minutes.
Outside Diaz. An easy 2 points on the layup.
If he gets even an inch of space, he will make an opponent look very beatable.
Now here's McCall. Diaz covering. Vlad Dermanenko for 3. And here's the West All-Stars. Outside Diaz. Pass to Corrado. Here's Harris. Over Aslanoglu. Out of bounds. That goes to the EYBL All-Stars. So it's both teams making a change here.
Substitution for the EYBL All-Stars. Al Prachumsky. Jonathan Lack. Joey Johnson.
McCall outside.
West All-Stars.
Lack trying to get back on track. But they get it back. The 3 is up. And that comes off the assist from McCall.
No hesitation. Lack got the ball, pulled up, and immediately took a shot.
Right side, it's Diaz. And Diaz slams it home.
Number 15.
Showing off his handles, he gets through the D and powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. How do you stop that?
You don't. As a defender, you just got to stash that one in the memory bank and make sure you don't get burned like that again.
Now here's Lack. Pass to Prachumsky. The jump hook. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That's the strategy. Give Prachumsky the ball and get out of the way. This big man knows what he needs to do inside.
Diaz up top. McCall covering. Diaz with it, working on McCall. And that one's good. It's Diaz.
And they have not let up. This is a statement victory.
Some might say they're running up the score. To me, it looks like they're just playing their brand of basketball.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big. Okay. But the matchup, everyone.
Turning into a really exciting season.
Cool. Hey, what's good, Tyson?
He got his ass whooped. That's built ass right there.
Okay. Look, I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off.
Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you.
I got time for one more.
And go! Let's move! Conditioning is not optional, people. All right? Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Move it, MP! Get to your...
All right, first game coming up later today.
A city with tremendous history and a love for basketball. We are live in Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one, but the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Now here's Diaz. And Diaz slamming it down.
Threw it down with authority.
He can really fly, and you combine that with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points the hard way.
Yeah, and he doesn't mind getting them the hard way either, guys. He's able to play well above the rim. That makes him dangerous.
Here's Peltier. Pass to Chauvet.
5 on the clock. Off the mark there with the 3.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Now here's Portier. Outside Diaz.
That one falls. His second basket of the game. He is now 2 for 3.
He ran his man right into the screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Outside Chauvet. Pass to Marks. Screen by Lambert. Three-pointer Chauvet. Diaz grabs the miss. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
And Lambert with the slam.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal positioning.
Now here's Diaz.
6 points for him.
Sadirko a screen. And Diaz slamming it down.
Ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That's how it's done.
Perfect.
Good team play right there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Here's Marshall.
First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played.
Screen by Lambert. Back to Marshall.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and he'll go to the line.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont. In the United States.
Really?
Not called Paris. Now here's Diaz.
8 points for him.
And Diaz slamming it down. And for the young players like NP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
And that one's good. Marks.
What a shot by Marks. That's a tough one to judge, and he nailed it.
Here's Diaz. And Diaz slamming it down.
How high can you fly? Finishes with some pop.
After getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
And that vertical.
He deserves to do some strutting after that sequence.
Pass to Bleu.
Shot from the top of the key.
Harris grabs the miss.
To the inside.
Fast break Paris. And Diaz slamming it down.
There's some entertainment value in the windmill slam.
A rim shaker and wrist breaker.
I couldn't have said it any better myself.
To the paint.
The shot by Lambert, no good.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
Oh, man! He's trying to turn this into a dunk-a-thon.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Built up a lead, and here we go. It's showtime.
Yeah, to the victors go the spoils.
Yes, indeed. And hey, why not? The more plays they make like that, the more they're going to have these guys on the ropes.
Outside Diaz. It's rebound.
They got to stop doing that, bro.
Here's Lambert.
Takes the three.
Marks, no good. Outside Diaz. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Yeah, not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of that happening are extremely slim.
Pass to Beaumarchais. And once again off the mark by Nanterre. Here's Diaz. Here's Leduc.
And he drops in the layup off glass.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Pass to Beaumarchais.
To halt the run. And there it is.
He's not the best athlete on the squad, but he had the room he needed.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Here's Diaz.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up.
He gets up.
You could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
To the middle. Deflected.
The Sewer with the steal.
Here's the three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge...
Turned up on them, boy.
humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
Good to have you back
About
with
to
us
get
for
ready
this
to
matchup
lock
between
up.
Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. But one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Zadirko, good.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Pass to Marshall. Marks. Diaz grabs the miss. And it's Paris with the ball.
They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Good to see Marks being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
Right side, Diaz. And Diaz slamming it down.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Here's Marchand.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Here's Diaz.
And the shot goes in.
They've hardly needed anyone else to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all their offense.
All right, I'm about to pull out. I'll be back later on.